All right. Some lights out comments. Um, Back to the issue of doggies. Dogs. Not necessarily wild dogs. About 8 years ago, one of the reasons why this has all happened is because about 8 years ago, Jersey was mauled by a pit bull, almost killed. I mean, I'm just saying that was part of her story that ended up in everything that happened in her life. Um, uh, Almost died from that. She had two German shepherds. One was big enough that she got a hold of the collar, and it literally dragged her to her apartment or house. Mobile home. Got into the house and was able to call 911. One thing and another. So, pit bull attack. Neighbor's dog. Now, oddly enough, she just got a call from her friend today and said that her ex-husband, next door neighbor's dog, okay, next door neighbor, dog, happened to be a pit bull. Dog knew the guy, has seen him like every day going to work. So coming home, going to work, whatever, the dog attacked him. And I mean, she said this guy's as big as me or bigger. It got him here and ripped a big chunk of meat out of his arm and ate it. Next door neighbor's dog. I went to my next door neighbor. This is weird. The day that I went up there I heard the chainsaw running. I thought, well, I've never met him. I could introduce myself and maybe get some, firewood. And he brought a bunch of branches over. There's the branches that he wasn't going to burn. He was going to burn, but not in the stove. Just junk. He was just going to burn them off. Well, I said, well, that's rocket stove fuel, and I want to build a rocket stove. Anyway, I went up there, and this little dog, took a chunk out of my leg, which is doing fine. I mean, it ripped through the pants. It didn't tear the pants, but here's the pants, and it, tore a flap of skin without puncturing the leg. So, and I treated it naturally. I mean, I put peroxide on it. That's about it. And then about several days later, Jersey, we ordered a kit off Amazon, homeopathics. Watch the video on that. We need to get that. That should be a group purchase. If we get together on that, I could order enough for a bunch of people. Let me tell you, we could put together an order that would do. I could, depending on how much everybody put in, we could make small kits for people that put in whatever, full kits for people that put in more, and monster kits for people that put in a whole bunch. So we could pool the order and make remedies for everybody. So anyway, that is weird. Now, cayenne, I'm not sure the pepper spray a pit bull that's kind of nuts would do anything. The battle, look at my video, 7-dog battle. I describe it, the battle. I couldn't film it because we were in the middle of it. My granddaughter and I, she jumped in, and she jumped in, so I jumped in. We both ended up down in a really deep ditch, about 4 foot deep, on the roadside, with 6 dogs, seven dogs. I mean, 6 against 1 neighbor's dog. Our dogs were guarding the goats. So anyway, point being is, one of the kids had come back from this pasture where the goats were. They weren't supposed to be there. My son just let them do whatever. That was also a problem. Our goats were trespassing, eating deer hay. But one of the kids brought back like a 6-foot long hickory staff. I said, give me that. He handed it to me, and I used that like a club. 6-foot long hickory. I mean, that packed a wallop. And the two biggest dogs, I slammed them in the rib cage, in the chest with that thing, hard as I could. Our pet dogs. I grabbed I could grab both of them by the collar, but I could not hold both of them at the same time. One of them would get loose. I'd grab them and just, they'd rip loose. My granddaughter got bit by one of our dogs. Not bad, but she got nipped, bit, they weren't trying to hurt us, but they were trying to kill that dog. And they got his attention. I don't think he's ever come back. Yeah, it was his payback for bringing the little nippy dog about this big, came down with him, and he let that little dog kill 6 of our sheep. So my son's sheep, Isaac's, my youngest son, was raising, Bill had given him 6 Barbados sheep, hair sheep. This gal today that I talked to is looking at, Dorper Katahdins. Anyway, so Romeo got his just desserts, maybe, as it were. He was okay. He's a big dog, and he had real heavy skin. And even though 2 of these dogs were big, 2 were but they were pups. They were probably the ones that started it because they were Anatolian shepherds. It's in their blood. And one was a Great Pyrenees. No, 2 were Great Pyrenees. So 2 Great Pyrenees, 2 Anatolians, and 2 mutts, like a terrier of some kind, and 2 idiot mutts. One of them we put down later for sniping one of my grandkids. I said, what happened to him? And they said, he's gone. He was made, he was given the benefits of our, as my husband, Elaine said, our free relocation services, free Ozark Plateau relocation services. Yeah, so didn't have to shut up. It was our dog, but shoot, shovel, shut up. Or shovel, shoot, and shut up. Sometimes you plan ahead. So anyway, so I just want to say that Pepper firearm, not. It's getting to the point where, okay, a pit bull's nasty. They have powerful jaws, and they have a drive that once they go, they don't quit. And you can get a crowbar in there and sometimes not get that jaw open. They're hard to deal with. Almost killed Jersey. Her ankle is, to this day, they said she'd never walk again without a cane, and she does. She forced herself to, just iron discipline to do that. But if it's got pins and this and that, and it's reconstructed, and if she ever does anything, and I try to get her to not do anything stupid, but I'd climb up that tree. Yeah, and if you fall and hit your ankle, yeah, okay, don't climb the tree. Don't climb the house. Don't climb on a ladder. Don't do anything that's going to possibly destroy that ankle. So anyway, yeah, be wise. The people en route. I mean, you look at the crazy things that have happened. I'm not even going to go into them, but, the zombie-like attacks around the country, they've lightened up a little bit. But, whether that's chemical or, some kind of engineered, as in this flu in lights out, I don't know. So that's about it. Just saying, be forewarned is, to be forewarned to be forearmed. So everybody's got to make their own decisions, but I'm thinking, might start carrying cayenne all the time and spray, and because it might deter some dogs. I don't think that if a pit bull was off its rocker and coming at you, like going after a next door neighbor to tear part of his arm off, I'm not sure cayenne would really do anything. It might not. It might make him angrier and more forceful, because the more we hit them dogs, it didn't do anything. They were in their eyes, they were probably seeing blood red. They were in a killing frenzy. And we managed to finally break it up. But, and that was not a dog pack per se, I mean, it was too many. Like I said, you get 3 dogs together, you've got a dog pack. And there were 6 of our dogs there for whatever reason. The goats were there, and so most of them were there. And 2 of them were house dogs, and 4 were, kind of sort of with the goats. And anyway, it was a mess, but it turned out okay. Nobody got killed. It was a good day. Nobody got killed, not even a dog. But it was scary. All right, that's it. Just rambling. But point being is, start thinking about these things and start being very, very careful. What would you do if your next door neighbor's dog, went off its rocker and came at you? Give it your left hand. If you're right-handed, give it your left. If you're left-handed, give it your right. I mean, do what you can do, but man, I would hate to be in that situation. Creeps. So be aware of 4-footed predators, 2-footed predators. So, all right, that's it. This is Jerry Diamond. If you're listening to this, you are the remnant. And I was told I had to read 2 chapters tonight, and I know we're in the middle of this story. I'll try. If this has audio, I will try to go ahead and finish the next chapter, or at least get into it to where it solves the, cliffhanger. All right. See ya. Bye-bye.